Now that you have an idea of the overall structure of the satellite partnership model, we will take a closer look at external organizational considerations before making a decision to become a satellite partner. In this overview video, we will talk about the work of Interfaith Food Shuttle organization and how we became to be a lead partner in North Carolina for Share Our Strength programming, the program offerings, the foundation and educational approach to Share Our Strength programs, the training, support, and resources that we provide as the lead partner, and importantly, the data collection and reporting. Interfaith Food Shuttle is a Feeding America food bank, one of 7 in the state of North Carolina, and we operate on a non-traditional model, still recovering and distributing food, but also providing sustainable solutions to ending hunger through nutrition education, agriculture training, and culinary job training. Our mission is to pioneer innovative, transformative solutions designed to end hunger in our community. Pioneering is a key word here, as we recognized early on in our 27-year history that we would need solutions that shorten the line, so to speak, and didn't want to contribute to the obesity epidemic through distribution of shelf-stable foods high in calories, fat, or sodium. We also recognized that empowering communities would have the greatest impact in the war on hunger. Adding nutrition education and agriculture training in 2008, long before food banks were beginning to think about the need for such programming. There are many ways that we feed, teach, and grow individuals, families, and communities through our 4 divisions: food recovery and distribution, our culinary division, our agriculture division, and the nutrition education division. Our Nutrition Education Division is segmented into 2 types of programming. On the right are the Share Our Strength curricula and resources, but also available to our partners is the mobile market curriculum as well as the mobile nutrition program PlaySmart that is used with our food truck. So now we'll take a look at the program offerings from Share Our Strength. Share Our Strength offers a number of 6-week culinary-based nutrition education programs, including Cooking Matters Parents, Cooking Matters for Adults, Cooking Matters for Families, Cooking Matters for Kids, and Cooking Matters for Teens. There's even a Cooking Matters for Child Care Professionals. Adults and parents and families come in English and Spanish. Courses are team-taught with a nutrition instructor, culinary instructor, and course assistants that meet once a week for a 2-hour block for 6 weeks. Adjustments can be made to accommodate some of the program models as long as the integrity of the program remains intact and all the talking and discussion points are covered. For example, in a school setting where teachers meet with students once a week for an hour, they could implement a Cooking Matters Teens class that ran for 12 weeks and prepared food together every other week with the nutrition component on the off weeks. Or for kids programming in the summer months, you could run 3 days a week for 2 weeks to accommodate other programming or attendance considerations. Participants can attend courses only once. However, there are some workarounds, such as conducting an adults class and then having those same participants come back for a families class and bring a young neighbor, niece, nephew, or child with them. It is not uncommon for participants to want to continue the course beyond the 6 weeks or want to sign up multiple times, so there are creative ways to accommodate this desire to learn and still maintain compliance with implementation guidelines. Cooking Matters at the Store is a standalone grocery store tour. In this tour, which lasts about 90 minutes, participants are guided through the grocery store beginning in the produce section, where we talk about seasonality of food, buying in bulk, and the processing of produce. Think about whole carrots versus baby carrots and the price difference. Then we move on to frozen vegetables, meats, canned low-sodium vegetables, dairy, where we discuss low-fat dairy options or options for lactose intolerant clients, and then on to low-fat cheeses and low-sugar yogurts. We then wrap up in breads looking for whole grains and identifying the teaspoons of sugar found in cereals. Throughout the tour, tips are provided to help participants make different selections, such as adding your own brown sugar to oatmeal to control the amount of sugar and substantially save money when comparing unit prices. Once participants are familiar with how to compare fresh, frozen, and canned, use unit pricing to determine the best buy, and identify healthy ingredients on a food label, they then go back out into the store to select items from each food group that represent a balanced meal, and the total purchase must be less than $10. The basic idea here is that if their EBT reloads 2 days from now, or payday is a couple of days away, they still will have the skills to create a healthy meal to feed a family of 4 for under $10, if that's all they have. It's also a great hands-on, boots-on-the-ground way for nutrition professionals to help promote healthy food and remove barriers to purchasing low-cost, healthy meals for their families by being right there at the point of purchase to assist if needed. So now let's take a look at why Share Our Strength programs are so effective. Historically, the field of nutrition education has struggled from a lack of documented and validated evaluation studies, making it difficult to determine the most effective strategies for improving dietary behaviors. However, over time, a consensus has developed in the field of what constitutes effective nutrition education. And these are focusing on behaviors, not knowledge, requires active participation, takes into account the motives, barriers, needs, perceptions, and desires of particular population groups, includes self-assessment and feedback, applies an appropriate theoretical framework. As a leader in the field, Cooking Matters has built an overwhelmingly successful program around these principal tenets of effective nutrition education. Courses and tours are rooted in social cognitive theory, which has been successfully used to influence nutrition practices. The theory argues that behavior is dynamic, and a continued interaction takes place between a person's behavior, their personal characteristics, and the environment in which the behavior is performed. A key construct of social cognitive theory is self-efficacy, or the confidence one feels about performing a particular activity, shown to be the primary predictor of healthy food choices and other healthy behavior changes. As the individual successfully enacts a task, he or she develops increased expectations of succeeding in the task in the future, thereby enabling task initiation and perseverance, which promotes behavior change. The hands-on, participatory nature of courses and tours is also intended to promote increased self-efficacy among participants, thereby enabling positive behavior changes. Pre- and post surveys measure self-efficacy as well as knowledge, skills, and attitude toward preparing healthy meals or shopping on a budget. According to research, the most effective method for a learner to retain information is through conversation and actually doing a task. Because of this research, Cooking Matters courses are highly participatory and encourage its participants to engage in constant dialogue and practice each task presented to them. Cooking Matters courses are designed to be taught by 2 qualified instructors who share their professional expertise in cooking, nutrition, and resource management. Qualified culinary instructors, who can be a chef, a culinary student, or a dietetic student, work with qualified nutrition professionals to build upon each other's knowledge. They reinforce key messages from different perspectives. This creates a dynamic classroom setting. Facilitated dialogue is a method of group teaching that involves active participation of both the learner and the educator. It offers proven techniques for engaging learners. Each of the Cooking Matters curricula's weekly lessons have been adapted to incorporate facilitated dialogue techniques. The facilitated dialogue techniques and tools will be discussed further in the satellite trainings, but include techniques such as bike rack, asking open-ended questions, creating pros and cons lists, and more. So now that you have an idea of who we are, the curriculum that's available, and why it is so effective, let's take a look at the training, support, and resources provided from us as the lead partner. The Satellite Resource Blog is divided into sections designed to assist you with exploration of the satellite partnership model, training for you and your volunteers, support such as ordering your curriculum, requesting Food Lion tours, or providing gift cards, and a wide variety of resources ranging from Share Our Strength resources such as recipes or handouts to downloadable, ready-to-print and use resources, and peer-reviewed articles and webinars to keep you current in the field of community nutrition. You are already familiar with the Start Here section, where you were able to find the Satellite Partnership Model video and this External Operational Considerations video. We provide a checklist for all the areas that you will need to explore as part of your onboarding process to help you navigate our resource blog. We are continually updating videos, checklists, timelines, and other resources to allow our satellite partners to have a wide variety of resources beyond the Share Our Strength suite of programs. So let's begin with the training resources. It is important to consider the depth and breadth of training resources located under Step 2 before becoming a satellite partner so that you will know for sure how much training you will receive and if you will have enough time available to complete the trainings and making sure that they are thorough enough for your needs. I would encourage you to explore this section for Cooking Matters as well as Cooking Matters at the Store so that you have a good idea of what we offer. It is definitely not necessary to thoroughly work through all the training at this point in your exploration process, but rather get a feel for the types of training resources offered. You will see implementation videos, timelines, volunteer training lesson by lesson how-to videos, tricky questions to best prepare you to work with your target population, as well as best practice guidelines for implementing courses and tours. Take a look at the gold standards documents for each type of curriculum, as this will provide you with the ideal standard for implementing the programs. One of our favorite roles is providing support to agencies running Cooking Matters or Cooking Matters at the Store programming. In Step 3, you will find a number of support resources that include everything from downloadable forms to ordering curriculum or tours to requesting data reports, as you can see on the screen here in green. Last but certainly not least, in Step 4 you will have access to an enormous number of resources. These resources are designed to make your job easier with downloadable make and take activities, the Share Our Strength recipes and handouts, peer-reviewed articles and webinars, and so much more. In this section you will have access to our mobile curricula, the monthly curriculum at mobile markets, including our produce cards that can be downloaded and used for mobile markets in your area and have great information for produce items participants may be less familiar with, as well as our Play Smart curriculum that we use with our food truck. The Share Our Strength resources found in the curriculum guides include handouts and recipes are all here at your fingertips to be printed and used during classes. A number of non-Share Our Strength resources are available, including gardening curriculum and other nutrition education programs found online and much more. Activities and games can be downloaded, laminated, or assembled and taken straight to classes or other educational events that you may have with your organization. Some of these are adapted from Share Our Strength activities and others are used in our mobile programs. It is important to us that nutrition professionals stay current in the field of community nutrition, but we recognize that getting to the monthly stack of journal articles is sometimes a daunting task. Here we have provided current articles and webinars that relate to the programming we do, organized by topic, so that you have a one-stop place for you to stay current. In the end, what we all want is for the work that we do to have a positive impact on families and communities. In order to assess this positive impact, participants complete surveys before and after class for the Cooking Matters 6-week courses and after the tour but before the $10 challenge for the Cooking Matters at the Store tours. The data includes the usual information required for SNAP-Ed, including race, education, age, etc., as well as before and after comparison of knowledge, attitude, self-efficacy, and skills. You can request data for any time period or for any type of course through our online portal found in Step 3 support section, and we will email you your report. This is one of the most impactful advantages of working with a national nonprofit such as Share Our Strength, as they provide the infrastructure and reporting tools needed to receive feedback continually. Contact information for our Satellite Partnership Coordinator is found in the Start Here section of our resource blog. The next step would involve previewing the Sample Partnership Agreement, which runs on our fiscal year beginning July 1st and ending June 30th. The agreement outlines the responsibilities of each party and your commitment to run Cooking Matters or Cooking Matters at the Store, or both. Thank you for taking the time to preview this partnership model and thoroughly consider the satellite partnership and whether or not it's a good fit for your organization.